In the cool, crisp morning air of March 1961, the automotive world gathered in Geneva, completely unaware that they were about to witness the birth of an absolute legend, a machine destined to redefine the concept of high-performance sports cars forever. To understand the sudden, earth-shattering impact of the Jaguar E-Type, one must look back to the punishing, rain-soaked asphalt of the Le Mans 24-hour race, where its direct predecessor, the mighty D-Type, had already established an era of total dominance. The innovative D-Type was not merely a fast machine, but a rolling laboratory of advanced aerodynamics and pioneering monocoque construction, technologies that Jaguar engineers meticulously adapted to create a refined Grand Tourer capable of conquering both racetracks and public highways. At the very heart of this new project beat the legendary XK6 3.8-liter engine, a double overhead camshaft inline-six masterpiece that produced 260 horsepower, blending incredible mechanical reliability with an exhaust note that sounded like pure, raw, symphonic power. As the date for the 1961 Geneva Motor Show loomed closer, the pressure inside the Coventry factory reached a fever pitch, with Jaguar founder Sir William Lyons demanding absolute perfection from his team to ensure the new model would capture the global imagination. Only one prototype coupe, registered as 9600 HP and finished in a sleek gunmetal gray paint, was fully prepared for the press launch, leaving no margin for error as the critical moment of its world debut rapidly approached on the horizon. In a dramatic twist of fate, the car was still undergoing final high-speed testing in England just hours before the show, forcing Jaguar public relations manager Bob Berry to embark on an epic, non-stop drive across the continent to reach Switzerland. Pushing the prototype to its absolute limits through the dark, winding roads of France, Berry battled physical exhaustion and dense fog, desperately racing against the ticking clock to deliver the precious cargo before the international media gathered for the grand unveiling. Arriving at the Parc des Eaux Vives in Geneva with mere minutes to spare, the mud-splattered coupe was hastily washed and polished just as Sir William Lyons stood before the eager crowd, ready to pull back the silk cover and reveal the future. As the cover slipped away, a collective gasp echoed through the exhibition hall, followed by a stunned silence that quickly transformed into thunderous applause as the gathered crowd beheld the impossibly long hood, flowing curves, and perfectly proportioned silhouette of the E-Type. The reaction of the motoring press was nothing short of hysterical, with journalists scrambling to catch a glimpse of the car that looked more like a low-slung supersonic jet fighter than a traditional grand touring machine of the post-war era. Even Jaguar's fiercest competitors were completely spellbound, prompting Enzo Ferrari himself to famously declare the E-Type as the most beautiful car ever made, a legendary tribute from a man who rarely praised any machine built outside his own factory. Yet beneath that breathtaking aesthetic lay a triumph of pure British engineering, featuring fully independent rear suspension, inboard disc brakes, and a sophisticated subframe design that allowed the vehicle to handle like a thoroughbred racer while maintaining a remarkably smooth ride. The sensation was so immense that within hours of the reveal, orders began pouring in from wealthy socialites and racing enthusiasts alike, completely overwhelming the Jaguar staff and prompting Sir William Lyons to make a frantic phone call back to Coventry. Lyons ordered the legendary test driver Norman Dewis to immediately drop everything, grab the second prototype Roadster, registered as 77RW, and drive it flat out through the night from England to Geneva to satisfy the soaring demand for demonstration rides. Driving at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour down deserted European highways, Dewis completed the grueling journey in just 11 hours, arriving at the motor show covered in road grime, but with the car running as smoothly as a Swiss watch. What truly shocked the automotive establishment, however, was the incredibly aggressive pricing strategy, as Jaguar offered this mechanical masterpiece for a fraction of the cost of contemporary rivals from Aston Martin, Ferrari, or Maserati, making supercar performance suddenly accessible. By combining exotic looks, race-proven engineering, and an unbelievably competitive price tag, Jaguar did not just release a new sports car, but democratized high performance, sending shockwaves through the industry and forever changing what buyers expected from a premium brand. The E-Type became an instant cultural icon, a symbol of the swinging 60s that captured the optimistic spirit of a new generation of drivers who demanded both speed and style without compromise, bridging the gap between track dominance and road luxury. That fateful day in Geneva marked the beginning of a true automotive legend, a moment when engineering genius and artistic design aligned perfectly to create a vehicle that would capture the hearts of car enthusiasts for generations to come. When the Jaguar E-Type debuted in 1961, its breathtaking silhouette shocked the world. Yet its creator, Malcolm Sayer, never considered himself an artist or a stylist. Instead, Sayer was a visionary aerodynamicist who viewed automotive design through a lens of pure science and mathematical precision. Having spent years working in the aircraft industry during the Second World War, Sayer brought a radical new perspective to the automotive landscape, applying complex mathematical formulas to calculate air resistance and lift long before wind tunnels became standard tools in car design. While contemporary Italian design houses relied heavily on artistic intuition and clay modeling to sculpt their beautiful machines, Sayer calculated every single curve of the E-Type mathematically, using coordinate tables to define the shape of the body panels with absolute geometric precision. Sitting at his drawing board with logarithmic tables and slide rules, Sayer carefully plotted the coordinates of the vehicle's exterior surfaces, ensuring that the air would flow smoothly over the bodywork, minimizing turbulence and maximizing high-speed stability on the road. This mathematical approach went far beyond mere aerodynamics, deeply influencing the very structural architecture of the Jaguar E-Type. Sayer utilized advanced aircraft-inspired construction techniques to create a vehicle that was exceptionally light, rigid, and strong, changing the paradigm of sports car engineering. At the heart of this structural revolution was the innovative monocoque passenger tub, which served as the primary load-bearing structure of the car, a technique borrowed directly from modern fighter aircraft and the legendary Jaguar D-Type racing cars that dominated Le Mans. To support the massive XK6 engine and front suspension, Sayer designed a lightweight, high-tensile steel tube subframe that bolted directly to the front bulkhead of the monocoque, creating a hybrid structure that offered an unprecedented power-to-weight ratio for a production vehicle. This clever integration of a rigid passenger tub and a lightweight front subframe allowed the E-Type to shed hundreds of pounds compared to traditional body-on-frame competitors, while simultaneously providing a remarkably stiff platform for the advanced independent suspension system. However, designing such a low, sleek, aerodynamic body presented immense challenges, particularly when it came to cooling the powerful 3.8-liter XK6 engine. Sayer had to carefully balance the conflicting demands of a low drag coefficient and the massive airflow required for engine thermal management. The solution lay in the E-Type's iconic front opening, a beautifully sculpted oval intake designed to capture exactly enough air to cool the radiator without creating excessive aerodynamic drag or lift at the front of the vehicle during high-speed continental cruising. Managing the air pressure inside the engine bay was critical, as trapped air could create a high-pressure zone beneath the long bonnet, lifting the front wheels off the ground and severely compromising steering control at speeds exceeding 150 miles per hour. To alleviate this dangerous pressure buildup, Sayer integrated functional cooling louvers directly into the top of the long, sculpted bonnet, allowing hot air to escape efficiently from the engine compartment and maintaining essential downforce on the front axle at high speeds. Sayer also recognized that the air flowing beneath the car was just as important as the air flowing over it. He meticulously shaped the floor pan and the rear tail section to prevent turbulent air pockets, creating a smooth underbody transition that pulled the car toward the asphalt. The resulting silhouette was a masterclass in aerodynamic efficiency, resembling a perfect teardrop, which is nature's most aerodynamic shape. This allowed the E-Type to achieve a remarkably low drag coefficient that put most of its contemporary Grand Touring rivals to absolute shame. This superior aerodynamic efficiency meant that the E-Type required far less horsepower to reach its target top speed of 150 miles per hour, maximizing the performance potential of the XK6 engine and delivering astonishing acceleration at highway speeds. Every detail, from the glass-covered headlights to the elegantly raked windshield, was designed to slice through the air with minimal disturbance, proving that functional engineering and mathematical optimization could naturally produce a shape of unmatched visual harmony and elegance. Sayer famously insisted that he did not design the car to be pretty, but rather to be aerodynamically perfect, believing that functional excellence would inherently manifest as beauty. The E-Type became the ultimate proof of this philosophy, captivating everyone who laid eyes upon it. By proving that mathematical formulas could create a more efficient and beautiful shape than pure artistic intuition, Sayer forever changed the trajectory of automotive styling, paving the way for the modern era of computer-aided design and wind tunnel-tested supercars. The combination of advanced aeronautical construction, meticulous drag reduction, and clever thermodynamic engineering made the E-Type a true masterpiece of functional design, demonstrating that Jaguar was years ahead of its competition in understanding the complex science of speed. Through the mathematical genius of Malcolm Sayer, the Jaguar E-Type transcended the boundaries of traditional automotive design, emerging not merely as a beautiful sports car, but as a timeless monument to the perfect fusion of scientific calculation and high-performance engineering. To truly understand the soul of the Jaguar E-Type, one must peer beneath the long, sculpted bonnet to gaze upon its glorious power plant. The legendary 3.8-liter straight-six XK engine stands as a monumental masterpiece of post-war British automotive engineering. At the structural foundation of this iconic engine lies a remarkably robust cast-iron cylinder block, engineered to withstand immense thermal and mechanical stresses. This heavy-duty iron construction provided the rigid platform necessary to handle high cylinder pressures during spirited, high-speed driving. By increasing the cylinder bore of the previous 3.4-liter design to 87 millimeters, Jaguar engineers unlocked the potent 3.8-liter displacement. This precise geometrical modification delivered a perfect balance between high RPM horsepower and a wave of effortless low-end torque. Crowning this sturdy iron block is a highly advanced cylinder head cast from lightweight aluminum alloy, a material choice direct from racing heritage. This sophisticated aluminum casting dramatically improved thermal conductivity, allowing heat to dissipate rapidly while reducing the overall front-end weight of the sports car. Unlike many pushrod engines of the era, the XK engine featured a sophisticated dual overhead camshaft configuration, commonly referred to as DOHC. This design allowed the camshafts to actuate the valves directly, reducing valve train inertia and enabling the engine to rev freely and safely toward its redline. The cylinder head featured a straight port design, which optimized the flow of incoming air and fuel mixture into the cylinders with minimal resistance. This efficient port geometry was critical in maximizing the volumetric efficiency of the engine, ensuring that every combustion cycle was highly energetic. Inside the combustion chambers, Jaguar utilized a classic hemispherical shape, a design renowned for promoting rapid and complete flame propagation. By positioning the spark plugs centrally and angling the valves at 70 degrees, the hemispherical chambers extracted maximum energy from every single drop of fuel. Feeding this mechanical beast required a sophisticated fuel delivery system, which arrived in the form of triple SU HD8 carburetors. These high-performance side-draft carburetors were meticulously synchronized to supply a steady and precise mixture of atomized fuel to the thirsty six-cylinder engine. The SU HD8 carburetors utilized a unique constant velocity design with a vacuum-operated piston, which automatically adjusted the venturi size based on engine demand. This ingenious mechanism guaranteed crisp throttle response and a remarkably smooth power delivery across the entire operating range of the engine. Connecting these three massive carburetors to the cylinder head was a beautifully cast aluminum intake manifold designed to optimize gas velocity. The internal passages were carefully tuned to prevent fuel condensation, ensuring that each of the 6 cylinders received an identical charge of fuel mixture. To exploit the high-octane fuels becoming available in the early 1960s, the XK engine featured a high compression ratio of 9:1. This aggressive compression ratio compressed the fuel-air charge tightly, resulting in a more violent combustion stroke and significantly improved thermal efficiency. To handle the intense rotational forces generated by this high-performance setup, the forged steel crankshaft was supported by 7 robust main bearings. This multi-bearing configuration minimized crankshaft flex and vibration, granting the engine incredible structural integrity and exceptional durability at sustained high speeds. On the opposite side of the head, a beautifully designed exhaust system quickly scavenged spent combustion gases away from the cylinders. This efficient extraction process minimized back pressure, allowing the engine to breathe freely and maintain its high power output without choking on its own waste products. When all of these advanced technical elements operated in perfect harmony, the 3.8-liter XK engine produced a claimed 265 horsepower. This spectacular output was an astronomical figure for a production road car in 1961, placing the Jaguar in elite company. Beyond peak horsepower, this legendary power plant produced an astonishing 260 pound-feet of torque, available low in the rev range. This immense twisting force provided the E-Type with effortless accelerating power, allowing drivers to surge forward dramatically in any gear without hesitation. This exceptional performance was not a happy accident, but rather the direct result of Jaguar's development work on the racetrack. The basic architecture of the XK engine had already proven its absolute reliability by winning the grueling 24 Hours of Le Mans 5 times. Beyond its formidable technical specifications, the XK engine was also designed to be a visual masterpiece under the bonnet. The polished aluminum dual camshaft covers, adorned with delicate cooling fins and prominent oil filler caps, exuded an aura of handcrafted mechanical art. When the ignition key was turned, the 3.8-liter engine fired to life with a deep, menacing growl. As the engine revved higher, this bass-heavy rumble transformed into a glorious, metallic, mechanical scream that echoed the racing pedigree of the legendary marque. The combination of dual overhead cams, triple carburetors, and a lightweight aluminum head created an engine that was years ahead of its rivals. It offered a level of refined power, mechanical responsiveness, and absolute speed that redefined what sports car enthusiasts could expect from a production vehicle. The 3.8-liter XK engine was more than just a power source. It was the beating heart of a legend. Through brilliant engineering and race-proven design, this powertrain elevated the Jaguar E-Type into an immortal symbol of speed, power, and engineering excellence. To truly appreciate the E-Type's revolutionary handling, we must examine the engineering marvel that was its independent rear suspension. Developed in absolute secrecy, this advanced system defied traditional live axle setups to deliver unparalleled cornering stability. The dedication of Bob Knight and his brilliant engineering team resulted in a compact, self-contained rear suspension module that remains a celebrated milestone in automotive history today. The Jaguar E-Type Series 1 was more than just a beautiful sculpture. It was a devastatingly fast machine built to conquer the tarmac. In 1961, its performance figures stunned the automotive world, offering unprecedented speed that rivaled vehicles costing multiple times its modest price tag. At the heart of the E-Type's legendary status was the highly publicized claim of a 150 mile-per-hour top speed. This magical benchmark of ultimate performance instantly elevated the British sports car into the stratosphere of the world's elite motoring icons. To achieve this historic milestone, Jaguar engineers carefully prepared a pair of early production press cars for testing by prominent automotive journalists. These road tests proved to the skeptical public that the elegant coupe could indeed reach the mythical maximum speed under the right driving conditions. Beyond the headline-grabbing top speed, the acceleration of the 3.8-liter straight-six engine was equally mesmerizing for its era. Launching from a standstill, the E-Type could sprint to 60 miles per hour in just under 7 seconds, a figure that felt like rocket propulsion. This ferocious acceleration was made possible by the seamless delivery of 265 horsepower and immense torque. The triple SU carburetors fed the combustion chambers with precision, creating a relentless surge of power that pushed the driver back into the leather bucket seat. Harnessing this raw power required a direct connection between the driver and the machine, provided by the famous Moss gearbox. This 4-speed manual transmission was notorious for its heavy mechanical action, demanding respect and a firm hand to operate smoothly during spirited driving. Perhaps the most defining characteristic of the Moss gearbox was its complete lack of synchromesh on the first gear. Drivers had to master the ancient art of double clutching, matching engine revolutions precisely to slide into the lowest gear without any unpleasant grinding of metal teeth. Despite its challenging nature, the mechanical feedback of the gearbox created an incredibly rewarding experience for the skilled pilot. Every gear change felt deliberate, tactile, and deeply satisfying, forging an unbreakable bond between the operator and the mechanical soul of the British sports car. Once the car was in motion, the true brilliance of the chassis and suspension engineering began to shine through. The front independent suspension utilized torsion bars and wishbones, while the sophisticated rear setup kept the rear tires firmly planted on the challenging asphalt surfaces. Steering the E-Type was a revelation, thanks to the highly responsive rack and pinion steering system installed at the front. The beautiful wood-rimmed steering wheel communicated every detail of the road surface directly to the driver's hands, offering an intimate feel of grip levels. As the speedometer needle swept past 100 miles per hour, the aerodynamics of the long bonnet came into play. While the car generated significant high-speed stability, the front end could feel somewhat light, requiring absolute concentration and a steady hand from the driver. The sensory experience inside the cockpit was further amplified by the unique layout of the early Series 1 interior. Surrounded by classic toggle switches and clear Smith's gauges, the driver was treated to a feast of visual information that matched the physical sensations of high-speed travel. Yet, nothing could quite compare to the auditory masterpiece of the 3.8-liter XK engine under full throttle. As the rev counter climbed toward the red line, the exhaust emitted a glorious, raspy growl that echoed off the surrounding hillsides in a symphony of speed. This mechanical orchestra was directed by the twin tailpipes exiting beneath the rear license plate, projecting a deep, resonant hum. It was a sound that defined a generation of motorsport, combining the raw power of racing pedigree with the elegance of a grand tourer. When cornering at high speeds, the E-Type demanded a specific driving style to exploit its unique chassis balance. Drivers had to manage the weight transfer carefully, utilizing the throttle to steer the car from the rear and maintaining momentum through the sweeping turns. The stopping power was managed by four-wheel disc brakes, a highly advanced feature for a production road car in the early 60s. Mounted inboard at the rear to reduce unsprung weight, these brakes offered impressive deceleration, though they required firm pedal pressure to operate effectively. Combining these dynamic elements created a driving experience that was both challenging and incredibly exhilarating for anyone behind the wheel. The Series 1 E-Type did not suffer fools gladly, but in the hands of an experienced pilot, it became a highly capable racing instrument. Every journey in this legendary machine was an event, a celebration of speed, mechanical engineering, and pure driving pleasure. The physical effort required to drive the car fast only served to heighten the emotional connection, making every mile traveled feel like a true adventure. In an era before electronic driver aids and computer-controlled systems, the E-Type stood as a monument to pure analog performance. It trusted the driver to manage the forces of physics, offering a raw and unfiltered connection to the road that is virtually impossible to find today. Ultimately, the driving dynamics of the Series 1 3.8 cemented the E-Type's position in the Automotive Hall of Fame. It was a vehicle that looked like a dream, ran like a thoroughbred racer, and delivered an unforgettable driving experience that still captivates enthusiasts today. As production ramped up throughout the early 1960s, Jaguar engineers worked tirelessly to refine and optimize every critical facet of the original 3.8-liter configuration. Through continuous track testing and mechanical refinement, they transformed an already formidable sports car into an incredibly reliable and robust Grand Tourer. As the calendar turned to the 1960s, the world stood on the precipice of a cultural revolution, and no single machine captured this electrifying spirit of change quite like the Jaguar E-Type, immediately becoming the ultimate embodiment of speed, glamour, and style. From the bustling streets of London to the sun-drenched coastal highways of California, this British masterpiece redefined the concept of high society and quickly established itself as the absolute center of gravity for the vibrant and rebellious swinging 60s generation. The E-Type was far more than an exceptionally fast sports car. It represented a profound shift in societal values, where traditional luxury was replaced by a youthful, dynamic energy that demanded visual perfection and uncompromising performance in every single aspect of life. It became a rolling canvas of modern expressionism, drawing the gaze of legendary photographers, avant-garde artists, and visionary fashion designers who saw the vehicle as the ultimate expression of mid-century modernism and a stunning physical manifestation of pure human desire. Naturally, the E-Type became the ultimate accessory for the global elite, instantly finding a home in the garages of world-famous rock stars, celebrated actors, and influential fashion icons who recognized that driving this car was the ultimate statement of cool. The legendary actor Steve McQueen, known for his impeccable taste in high-performance machinery, was instantly captivated by the E-Type, adding the British icon to his personal collection and cementing its reputation as the definitive choice for the ultimate driving enthusiast. On the European continent, the incomparable Brigitte Bardot brought her effortless French elegance to the cockpit of the E-Type, creating iconic images of beauty and sophisticated leisure that filled the pages of international lifestyle magazines and captured the world's collective imagination. In the United Kingdom, members of the Beatles, including George Harrison, embraced the E-Type as their personal chariot, seamlessly blending the explosive energy of British rock and roll with the unparalleled mechanical sophistication and artistic elegance of Coventry's finest engineering achievement. Celebrated actors like Tony Curtis were frequently spotted piloting their beautiful E-Types through the fashionable streets of London and Rome, effortlessly demonstrating how this car bridged the gap between cinematic fantasy and the thrilling reality of high-speed continental touring. While the glorious howl of the XK6 3.8 engine provided the perfect soundtrack to this vibrant era, the striking aesthetic of the car matched the bold, colorful patterns of the fashion revolution, complementing the rise of the revolutionary miniskirt. Whether parked outside the exclusive boutiques of Carnaby Street or gliding gracefully along the historic King's Road, the E-Type commanded absolute and breathless attention, representing the ultimate convergence of advanced mechanical design, youthful rebellion, and high-fashion sensibility. Owning an E-Type was not merely a display of personal wealth, but rather a definitive demonstration of superb aesthetic taste, signaling that the driver belonged to a new, progressive vanguard that valued artistic innovation as much as raw, untamed performance. The car quickly became a ubiquitous fixture in popular media, starring in blockbuster films, high-profile television series, and sophisticated advertising campaigns, which collectively solidified its status as an immortal monument of 20th century Western civilization and global popular culture. However, the profound cultural impact of the Jaguar E-Type extended far beyond the fleeting realms of celebrity culture and commercial success, eventually capturing the serious, analytical attention of the most prestigious art institutions in the entire world. In 1996, the prestigious Museum of Modern Art in New York made the historic, monumental decision to acquire a blue roadster for its permanent collection, recognizing this British sports car as a pinnacle achievement of modern industrial design. This historic acquisition officially elevated the E-Type from a highly capable mechanical transportation device to a revered work of fine modern art, placing it alongside the most celebrated masterpieces of 20th century sculpture, architecture, and innovative industrial engineering. The curators at the museum praised the brilliant aerodynamic design created by Malcolm Sayer, highlighting how his rigorous mathematical approach to aerodynamics had inadvertently produced a shape of supreme natural beauty that transcended the traditional boundaries of automotive styling. Displayed within the clean, white gallery walls of the museum, the flowing lines and voluptuous curves of the E-Type stood as a timeless testament to human creativity, proving that a functional machine could possess the emotional power of classical sculpture. During a decade defined by rapid technological advancement and massive social transformation, the Jaguar E-Type stood as the absolute pinnacle of global industrial achievement, seamlessly merging cutting-edge mechanical engineering with an unparalleled, dramatic sense of aesthetic beauty. Though the vibrant, energetic era of the swinging 60s has long since passed, the timeless silhouette of the Jaguar E-Type remains as powerful and evocative as ever, continuing to inspire modern designers and capture the hearts of automotive enthusiasts worldwide. Decades have passed since the Jaguar E-Type first stunned the world at the Geneva Motor Show, yet its shadow still looms large over the entire automotive landscape. It remains a timeless monument to British engineering prowess and aesthetic perfection. From the halls of the Museum of Modern Art to the prestigious lawns of Pebble Beach, this machine is celebrated not merely as a car, but as a moving sculpture that defined the optimistic spirit of the 1960s. What began as an affordable, high-performance sports car has evolved into one of the most coveted collector items on the planet. Today, early examples of the E-Type command staggering prices, reflecting their status as blue-chip automotive investments. This soaring value has fueled a highly sophisticated and fiercely competitive global restoration market. Specialists spend thousands of hours returning neglected chassis to a state that often surpasses the quality of the original factory assembly lines in Coventry. Even Jaguar itself has recognized this profound legacy by establishing dedicated factory restoration programs. Under the Jaguar Classic banner, master craftsmen utilize original archive drawings and modern technology to rebuild these legendary sports cars to absolute perfection. Within the collector community, the early 3.8-liter cars are highly regarded as the absolute holy grail. Restoring these specific models requires an extraordinary level of historical accuracy, focusing on rare early details that define their unique character. Collectors obsess over the rarest details of the early production runs, such as the flat floor chassis design and the external bonnet latches. Recreating these elements accurately requires deep historical research and a refusal to compromise on originality. Finding period-correct components is a relentless treasure hunt for restorers worldwide. Every Lucas electrical switch, every Smith's instrument gauge, and even the specific weave of the interior carpets must match the exact build sheet of the car. At the heart of the restoration challenge is the iconic XK6 engine, a legendary mechanical masterpiece that demands expert hands. Rebuilding the 3.8-liter power unit requires precise machining to maintain its original performance and reliability. The triple SU HD8 carburetors must be meticulously restored and synchronized to deliver the signature throatiness of the inline-six engine. Getting this complex fuel system tuned perfectly is an art form known only to a vanishing breed of classic mechanics. Rebuilding the notorious Moss 4-speed gearbox is another critical test of a restorer's dedication. Although the lack of synchromesh on first gear can be challenging, keeping this original transmission is essential for preserving the authentic driving experience. Paintwork is another area where modern technology meets historical accuracy. Restorers recreate iconic original colors like opalescent gunmetal gray, carmine red, or Sherwood green, utilizing multi-stage painting techniques that protect the metal while retaining a period-correct luster. Inside the cockpit, the restoration of the early E-Type is a celebration of classic British luxury. Crafting the aluminum center console trim and sourcing the finest Connolly leather for the bucket seats requires weeks of meticulous hand upholstery work. Beneath the beautiful skin lies the complex hybrid chassis, combining a steel monocoque tub with a tubular front subframe. Aligning these structures on specialized jigs is crucial to ensure the car handles exactly as the engineers intended. The sophisticated independent rear suspension unit, a hallmark of the E-Type's superior handling, requires complete disassembly. Every bushing, shock absorber, and inboard disc brake must be renewed to restore the legendary ride quality and dynamic balance. Today, the E-Type represents the perfect intersection of engineering genius and artistic vision. The bold decisions made by Malcolm Sayer and Sir William Lyons in the late 1950s created a blueprint that still inspires modern Grand Tourers. By prioritizing aerodynamic efficiency and advanced structural rigidity, Jaguar created a package that was decades ahead of its rivals. This forward-thinking engineering philosophy continues to resonate deeply in the design language of contemporary high-performance sports cars. For the modern driver, piloting a correctly restored 3.8-liter E-Type is an entirely unmatched sensory experience. The mechanical honesty of the engine, combined with the timeless styling, creates a profound connection that modern vehicles cannot replicate. As long as there are enthusiasts who appreciate mechanical poetry, the Jaguar E-Type will be preserved, driven, and celebrated. It is a living testament to a golden era of automotive design, when passion and engineering fused perfectly. Ultimately, the E-Type is more than just a classic sports car. It is a permanent monument to human ingenuity. Its legacy remains secure, inspiring future generations to look back and marvel at the ultimate British motoring icon. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the engineering genius and timeless design of the iconic Jaguar E-Type, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our upcoming automotive histories. Your support helps us create more high-quality content, exploring the legendary cars, revolutionary engines, and visionary designers that shape the history of the automotive world. So please leave a like to help this video reach more car enthusiasts. We would love to hear your thoughts on the legendary XK6 engine and whether you think the Series 1 is the most beautiful car ever made. So share your experiences or memories of this classic Jaguar in the comments below.